Hi, everyone. It's Sahara, the budget coach. Today, we are going to talk about debt repayment. So I did a budgeting session for my job last week, and don't you wanna be free? The number one question that came up was, how did you pay off your debt? How did you pay off your student loans? How did you pay off your car payment? How did you get to a point in your life where you have no debt? And what I told them was that I don't have any hacks. There are no secrets. Nobody came in and rescued me and paid all of that stuff off for me. However, I did give them a tip. And that one tip was tighten up your budget so that you can pay more on that debt, so that you can pay that debt off and eventually begin to live a freer life. So I don't have any secrets for you. The name of the game is tighten up your budget. It's consistency, and it's paying more than that minimum balance. Pay more than that minimum requirement. That is how you are going to get to a freer life. So I today wanted to go over a sample budget with you. I want to play with some numbers, and I want to get to a point where I am paying more on that loan amount than required, so that we can get to a point where we are paying it off. All right. So I'm going to show you again a sample budget. It's not mine. However, it is a sample one that I do want to play with you. All right. So here we have this person's budget, and we see that they have their expenses, right? Their expenses account for 55%, 56% of their income, which is not that bad. You want to be under 50, so they're close to that. It's not bad. Their savings account for 8% of their budget, and guilt-free spending is 36%, right, of the budget. Now the debt itself is 27%. So the debt you see here, I highlighted it in aqua. It's this car loan and the student loans, right? $200 is the monthly payment, $10,000 in total. And for the student loans, $250 in the monthly payment and $15K in total. So we're getting to a point where we want to pay off these things. So the question is, how do I do it? So I'm looking through all of, my expenses, and Netflix and Amazon, they do stick out to me because they are luxury items. They are not things that are required to live, right? But what else am I noticing is that it only accounts for $30 of the income, $30. So I'm probably not going to get the most bang for my buck by cutting out Netflix or cutting out Amazon, right? What I do want to do is continue to go down. Okay, this person has their savings, 8%. Okay, that's where they are for now. Maybe they're moving forward. But what I do want to stop at is this free spending amount. So the free spending amount should be under 30%. We have this free spending amount at 36%. So what I can attempt to do is take this free spending amount, and I want to go ahead and reduce it. Ready? So I'm going to reduce it by $100. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is put that $100 on top of the car loan. And why I'm saying put it on top of the car loan is because you probably want to focus on the snowball method. And what the snowball method says is that I am going to focus on scratching out the lowest or the least debt first. So that smallest debt that you have, go ahead and put extra money on that. Focus on that until you are able to have that completely paid off. And then once you do, you can go ahead and move to the next loan payment, and you can use the money from the first on to the second. All right. So $600 for free spending, car loan $300. I'm going to take this free spending amount and I'm going to reduce it by $100. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and put that $100 on top of my car loan, which would make it $300. All right. So right now what I'm looking at is I am looking at now my guilt-free spending is under 30, right? Under 30%. And I'm looking at my expenses being above, way above 50% at 60%. But it's fine for now. You know why it's fine for now? Because I know what I'm doing. I know that I am going ahead and I'm paying extra on my debt, on my expenses, so that I won't have that debt anymore. So for now, it's fine. Because you're like, okay, it's 61%. I don't want to be above 50%, but you know what you're doing. You know what your focus is. You know what your overall goal is. And since you have a goal, it's fine. You're not just spending, your expenses are just not out of control and you're living well above your means. You know what you're doing at this point in your life. Now, I'm seeing that my guilt-free spending is still 30%, which is good normally. But I have debt right now. So since I have debt right now, it's not good. I don't want to be at 30% if I have debt right now. So what I'm going to attempt to do is reduce this again. Now, remember, I am putting extra on the car loan. That's my focus for now. I know I have that student loan, but the reason why I'm focusing on the car loan is because it is the smallest debt. And I'm doing this snowball method. So let's see how I can reduce the guilt-free spending again. So I'm going to go ahead, subtract this by 400. I subtracted it by another $100, add 400 here, and here I go. So now I increased this loan payment by $200. I doubled this loan payment. I doubled this loan payment so that I can focus on paying it off. And how did I do that? I reduced down my guilt-free spending to 24%. I will eventually focus on this student loan, but I will come back to it once I've paid this off. And when I go ahead and pay off my car loan, this $400 that I'm paying up here can be dedicated to the student loan. And I can go ahead and put this $400 here and be paying $650 on my student loans. But for right now, the focus is here. Now, what you could do, and that depends on you, if you wanted to really go hard and reduce your savings, you could put this $140 up here as well. It's up to you. I don't like to not. It's something in me, and I always have to save. I always have to save something. So this is not for me. Taking all of my savings and put it up here because I always want to make sure that I'm putting money away. So that wouldn't be something that I would do. I will focus on reducing as much free spending as I possibly could, or I will also look at my expenses to see what I have up here that could be dedicated to this loan. If you want to go ahead and scratch out the Netflix and Amazon, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Take it out. I mean, it just depends on how hard you want to go. So if you want to go ahead, scratch that out. Take this $30 and put it on here. That's more that you're dedicating to that loan. Okay? It depends on what you want to do, how hard you want to go to focus on getting this debt out of your life. And remember when we started, we were paying 27% with the minimum payments. Now we're paying 41% towards our debt. 41% of our income is going towards our debt instead of 27% of the income going towards our debt. But I know that about 14% of that is above and beyond what I need to pay. So I'm actually putting 14% more on top of my loans in order to pay them off, which is what you should do. So at a point when you're done with these loans, or, you know, at least you finish one, you want to get back in alignment with the 50-30-20 budget. But for now, it's okay because you know what your focus is and you know what your overall goal is. So the objective of this whole video was to show you how to play around with your budget, change the numbers, alter it in order to put more on your debt. You want to have more on your debt than the minimum required payment, because if not, you're never going to pay off those loans or that debt payment. So if you need help with this, please contact me. I'm Tahara, the budget coach, and I can support you in debt repayment and just building up your budget, period, because you need one for life. So I hope that you have found value in this video. And if so, please click like and share it with as many people as you can. Thank you.